It's time for Portland Wrestling 2000s. Now, here he is, your number one host, Frank Culbertson.
Hey wrestling fans, Frank Culbertson here, your host once again on Portland Wrestling 2000s. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to like the channel and subscribe so you don't miss a moment of the great wrestling action. And tonight we're going to start part 1 of 2 of the Blanchard brothers, Jeremy and Bubba. Now, Jeremy started in Portland Wrestling first, and Bubba would come in a little bit later, and we'll show you that match here on Portland Wrestling 2000s. But first we're going to show Jeremy and Todd Rule in action. Now, Todd Rule was a local power lifter that the Grappler knew and was breaking into the business, along with Todd's wife, Jules, that you'll see outside the ring here in this upcoming matchup. And they're going to take on Skag Rollins and Ladies' Choice with Mischievous on the outside in a great tag team matchup. Now, Todd, as I said, brand new to the business. Green, this one's might be his second match. And so we paired him up with Jeremy so that Jeremy could do the work. And as you'll see, Jeremy takes most of the match. And what great work it is by Jeremy Blanchard. Let's go to that matchup right now.
Team competition with Jeremy Blanchard, the Prince of Memphis, and Todd Rule, taking on the Knights of XXXtacy, Ladies' Choice, and Skag Rollins. Wrestling fans, we are back with great tag team action here on Portland Wrestling. The Knights of XXXtacy, former Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, against Jeremy Blanchard, the Prince of Memphis, in from Memphis, and Todd Rule. This is Todd Rule's, I believe, first tag team action. I am joined by one member of the of the Army of Darkness,
Whoa.
Dr. Luther, the current Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champion.
Current and always.
You and Scotty Mack victorious last week here on Portland Wrestling. The old world order turning on the Grapplers. We understand he is out of professional wrestling once and for all.
Once again, he's out due to injuries. What is his neck? His shoulder?
Absolutely. And now Jeremy Blanchard getting a little taste of the Knights of XXXtacy.
Well, he's learning what Portland Wrestling is. This isn't a Bush League little thing that happens in some podunk town. This is Portland Wrestling.
This isn't Memphis Channel 5 Wrestling. This is Portland Wrestling, where the big boys come to play. And it is being brought to you by Tire Factory, trusted mile after mile. And now, trusted right now is Skag Rollins and Ladies' Choice. He trusts his partner in the ring like you have to be a great tag team champion.
Great tag teams trust each other. They're like brothers. A good tag team's like a brother. You got a brotherhood where you give your life for the guy.
And now LC just choking on Jeremy Blanchard. Todd Rule, you can see awful strong. Look at the neck muscles, the shoulder muscles on that man. Jules up at ringside being a distraction to the referee. This is where their inexperience in wrestling, in tag team wrestling, really comes into play.
Well, they definitely have the advantage because Blanchard and Rule, I believe this is the first time they've ever tagged together.
It is. And Jeremy Blanchard looked mischievous outside, trying to be a distraction, saying, please look at her. I'm not sure what's wrong with her. She's unbelievable. Skag Rollins, your Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion. I know you'd like a shot.
Mustache fluttering here, Ted.
You'd like a shot at this piece of gold that Skag Rollins owns.
I would. Is that what you're saying?
I would. The board of
Dr.
directors.
Luther would?
Dr. Luther, you have been ranked as anywhere from number 1 to number 2 contender for that belt.
I thought maybe it was 7.
7, no, that would be number 9. I think that was, I'm not sure who's Speedo and Buddy White. But right now, Skag Rollins with the big clothesline. Jeremy Blanchard came in, impressive victory in Portland. Skag Rollins, not one to leave well enough alone, stuck his nose in and challenged.
Well, you know, he came in with both guns blazing, but look at him now. He's on the wrong end of it.
He is, and speaking on the wrong end was what the Grappler was. And later on tonight, it is going to be Sumito versus Moretti. Moretti says the Grappler was the weak link, that they would have been tag team champions long ago if it hadn't been for the Grappler.
You know, I think they're all weak links. They're all old. They all don't trust each other. You know, there's no honor among thieves. I've said before because I know I've been there.
But the AOD, when you look at tag teams up and down the West Coast and the East Coast, some of the very best are here in Portland Wrestling.
All the best are here. All the best in the West Coast.
Absolutely, here on CNW 14. And you can catch Portland Wrestling, remember, video on demand. And right now, LC is demanding that Blanchard give him, Jeremy Blanchard gives him some respect by dropping the big elbow on the forehead. Good suplex up and down goes Jeremy
Blanchard has to tag in the human pincushion to make a comeback here because he is definitely getting beat up here. And these guys are very smart. They're cut off the ring. He's not getting over to his own side.
Making tags, keeping the fresh man in. Skag Rollins now, look at him, he's just taunting him. Todd Rule,
Taunting would be the correct word.
Todd Rule with the tag team cord in his hands should have reached out a little farther and strained against the rope.
It's his muscles. He keeps his arms in too tiny.
Oh, a spinning kick right to the forehead of Jeremy Blanchard. Down he goes. There's 1-2. Mischievous at ringside, being the cheerleader, and LC all night long just resting out Blanchard. He's going to the wrong corner. Todd Rule making a mistake coming in, distracting the referee. They shoot Blanchard in. Double clothesline puts him down.
This is going to get ugly. Look at McClure. He can never keep composure in the ring. I don't know what he's thinking or what he does.
Now Skag Rollins, he set him up in the corner. Oh! Headbutts him into the nether region, should we say, here on Portland
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Inner thigh.
I don't
know
think
what
that
you're
was
thinking. I know what you're thinking. It's got nothing to do with the internet, okay?
That was not the inner thigh. Now Jules outside, and Todd, he wants a piece of Ladies' Choice from the handcuff match where Avalon was supposed to be here. The board of directors still investigating.
And Avalon's still MIA.
Missing in action. Has not returned any calls, any letters, any emails from the board of directors asking for an explanation. Nobody has seen Avalon. Mischievous very quiet about the situation.
I find it odd that she's gone and Mischievous just shows up, and it's kind of, I don't know what her deal is.
Well, ever since that bump on the head,
all there.
She has not been all there. And Skag Rollins and Ladies' Choice. Look at Ladies' Choice. Great armbar on Jeremy Blanchard.
These guys are schooling these boys in tag team wrestling right here.
Well, Jeremy Blanchard, a second-generation wrestler, knows his way around the ring. But Todd Rule, we said, is just a power lifter. Just learning the wrestling business. Dr. Luther, you've been in the business a long, long time. Learning every single match that you're in. You never learn it all in pro wrestling.
You always learn every match. Even the grappler at 98, he learned his last match the hard way.
He did, fans. We are still trying to get some medical facts, not just rumors for you, some facts.
I believe it was a broken hip.
I do know it affected
and it
the
wasn't
vertebrae
from the shower
in his neck.
this time.
It was from the final blow that Moretti gave to him. The ones from Samito, Buddy Wayne. Why they turn on a man like that? As you said, no honor among thieves. The OWO with no honor at all.
You know what? I can make a judgment call, my amateur judgment call here. I think it's just a battle for power.
And power, the team that is the tag team champions, the person that is the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion, they get the bigger purses. They get the fame and the fortune. Dr. Luther, you know, the Army of Darkness is fielding calls from all over the world, wanting you guys
everywhere.
To come in.
You know, from Tokyo to Beaverton. We get calls.
Beaverton. Albert McClure going for the pin. There's a 1-2, almost a 3 count.
It's true. Skag does have a huge purse. I saw it earlier.
Albert McClure, referee, trying to get control of the match now. Ladies' Choice just with the kick on Jeremy Blanchard. Mischievous fans, great action like this can be seen each and every week. CNW 14. Albert McClure has got to get Ladies' Choice.
They got to get Rule in. Rule has to be tagged in. This Blanchard kid can't take this much punishment for much longer.
There he ducks a clothesline, catches up with the clothesline. He's got to make the tag, and there's the tag. And in comes Todd Rule, and in comes Skag Rollins. Rule with the clothesline, puts him down. Clotheslines LC and puts him down. Both members of the Knights of XXXtacy in trouble. He's got him up, big body slam.
Now, if he can pick up Skag, I'll be impressed. Look at that.
He's got him up, he holds him up, and just drops him. Down he goes, unbelievable. Todd Rule, look at the size of that man. He's got Skag Rollins in the full Nelson. He's got him in the full Nelson. This is going to be it. He's got it locked in. Skag Rollins, the referee, looking to see if he wants to give up. And here comes Mischievous with the steel chair. And Jules takes her down. Jules spears her. And now just going to town with Mischievous choking.
Donnybrook.
Donnybrook. She's choking, pulling the hair. LC. What's Skag Rollins?
As I said before, it's like a prison movie.
Skag Rollins is down. LC trying to console him. Todd Rule throwing Mischievous off. He's got the steel chair.
Is he going to hit her?
He's going to hit Ladies' Choice. He's going to hit Skag Rollins. He doesn't care who it is. He just wants to hit somebody. This big man, I'm not sure why, but when he sees his lady being attacked, he just explodes.
Don't you? Wouldn't you?
And Jeremy Blanchard.
You saw your guy going down and you wouldn't get mad about it?
I can tell you, my great wife won't get in the wrestling ring. She's great help, but she's not going to step inside the squared circle. Fans, the winners of this match by disqualification, the Prince of Memphis, Jeremy Blanchard, and Todd Rule.
I can say before we leave here, Blanchard shows he's tough. He can take a beating. And Rule, he's green as grass, but he's got a good heart. He's powerful. Once he learns to harness that power, Look out, Portland. Look out, the world.
And of course, that's Dr. Luther of AEW doing commentary there with me on that great matchup. And you can see Jeremy taking all the bumps, doing all the work, and till it was time for Todd Rule to come in and get the big finish. And he used the full Nelson, which the move the grappler gave him, which was a favorite of the Don Owen era of Portland wrestling. You know, you had Ventura used it, Bull Ramos used it, Jimmy Snuka used it, and of course Billy Jack Haynes. So it was a perfect finisher for Todd Rule, being green, being strong, coming in and putting on the full Nelson. They would eventually win Tag Team Gold, and then it was time to defend those titles. And it was time to introduce Bubba Blanchard into the mix. And this is how that happened.
Samito and the heartthrob Buddy Wayne. Their opponents and current champions at a combined weight of 503 pounds, Todd Rule and Jeremy Blanchard.
Wrestling fans making their way to the ring. Jeremy Blanchard, as we've mentioned, Todd Rule with a severe groin injury. Jeremy Blanchard coming to the ring, LC, with both belts and no partner tonight.
I can't believe it. He's got a groin injury. I say I got a groin injury. I had to sneak out his back window a couple of weeks ago when he came home early, and I was there with Jewel, baby. Please. You know it, I know it. The American people know it.
Mark, in the ring, Ed Moondog Moretti claiming that there's no partner,
That's
that
right.
they should be the champions.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. We're going to have to get a word with Jeremy Blanchard and see what he has to say right now. Ken Stillwell in the ring.
Automatic loss, baby. See what old Marble Mouth has
I do have some unfortunate news. Todd Rule has been hurt. The doctors, the commission doctor would not allow him to wrestle tonight. But if you think that I'm going to allow these belts just to be handed over to Barney Rubble and his cycloptic friend Burrito, you got another thing coming, pal.
Jeremy Blanchard saying he will defend the titles, I believe, all by himself.
He hasn't got a partner. Ring that bell and raise our hands.
I've been instructed by the commission that he has until the count of 10 to find himself a partner.
There's the bell. He has to the count of 10 to find a partner. Jeremy Blanchard looking around. Nobody is there. He is going to defend both belts by himself if he doesn't have a partner. They are going to hand the title belts over to the OWO here tonight, ladies.
It's just a matter of time, Daddy. The belts are as good as
there's Jeremy Blanchard.
Whoa.
He says he's going to take both on. Down goes Buddy Wade. A big blow on Samito. He's got Jeremy Blanchard. He whips him across the ropes. Off he comes up. Big elbow. Puts Samito down. And now Jeremy Blanchard firing away. Down goes Buddy Wade. Buddy Wade, now the referee, has started this matchup for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship Tag Team Championship, But can Jeremy Blanchard have any real shot here?
Well, this goes to show you, Frank Culbertson, Jeremy Blanchard is every bit as stupid as he looks. He's out here trying to be the White Knight. Let me tell you something. What do you call a man that's 6'4", 280 pounds, 380 pounds? Sir. And he had the audacity to call down Samito.
Look at Samito in the ring with the tattoos on his legs, showing the ancestry that he has. And now a big back body drop. Good move by Jeremy Blanchard. Holds on to the headlock, and now a drop kick. Puts down Buddy Wade. Jeremy Blanchard with the headlock takeover, taking the big man down to the match. Right. Looks like he's going to keep those belts tonight, LC.
Are you crazy? Frank Culbertson, you didn't take your medication this morning, Daddy. Let me tell you something. He's bit off more than he can chew. Like you said, those tattoos on Samito, the Samoan culture, are a badge of honor. It shows how tough he is, Frank Culbertson. And if this idiot, for 1 second, thinks he's going to get a 2-on-1 and be victorious, hey, only the LC is ever in a 2-on-1 and comes out with a smile on his face.
Fans, don't go away, because coming up next is the Team Hell with the Grappler versus the AOD and Maniac Matt Bourne in 6-man action, blowing up here at Cleveland National Guard Armory, 33rd and Marine Drive. Get your tickets for the next TV taping, May 28th. Jeremy Blanchard doing a smart thing, keeping the OWO on the ground where he can pace himself without a partner to tag to, LC. You know you have a great tag team partner in Maple Leaf Murphy.
Absolutely, and not in a million years, Daddy, would I come out here and think I could be the White Knight and take on Samito and Buddy Wayne with combined 35 years experience, Daddy.
Well, the OWO was former champions, but there you saw a great reversal off the armbar. Jeremy Blanchard putting it back into a headlock, keeping Buddy Wayne where he needs to be. In the middle of the ring, away from Samito, the one-eyed monster, because if he gets a hold of you, it could be all over for Jeremy Blanchard.
It's unbelievable, okay? Samito, yes, his hands are registered weapons. It's uncanny. The man has ripped people's heads off, eyes out, noses off, broken arms, broken legs. He's a collector, Frank, and you know it.
Jeremy Blanchard with the counter to the punch by Buddy Wayne. Buddy Wayne whipped off, but he made the tag to Samito. Jeremy Blanchard not able to see it, goes down. Samito, the big man, a clothesline from behind. Next week, ladies' choice, you and Maple Leaf Murphy are scheduled to take on Aaron Idle and Scotty Mack. The tag team division, Portland Wrestling, second to none.
Absolutely. You talk about second to none, then you talk about the Knights of Ecstasy, the man with the plan and the golden tan, and my fine feathered friend, Maple Leaf Murphy, Jack.
Well, Samito in the ring right now looks like he's in total control. Jeremy Blanchard, he's reaching up for a tag, but no partner there.
Doesn't even know where he is, like Van Gogh, Frank. He's spending a lot of time on the canvas.
Big clothesline punch puts Samito, puts Jeremy Blanchard down, goes for the pin. There's 1, 2. He hooks the leg. Jeremy Blanchard able to kick out at 2.5.
Samito let him up. You could count to 100 right now, Frank Culbertson.
There's great tag team action as he held Jeremy Blanchard down, reached up, made the tag with Buddy Wayne. You might not like their tactics, but they are successful. Former Pacific Northwest Tag Team champions.
One thing about Samito, he never hits the man when he's down. Of course, he kicks him.
You can see Samito going to work on Jeremy Blanchard outside. The referee being distracted by Buddy Wayne inside the ring. Jeremy Blanchard now being helped back in, should we say, by Samito.
That's right. And let me tell you something, Frank Culbertson. Samito and Buddy Wayne grew up together, Daddy. They know each other like the backs of their hand.
Great suplex, snap suplex by Buddy Wayne. Puts Jeremy Blanchard down. Now Buddy
Blanchard lying there like a jellyfish out of water.
Buddy Wayne going up top. He can fly. He's measuring and he sets him up, drops an elbow on Jeremy Blanchard right in the middle of the ring.
Ended, buddy. I kind of feel bad for this putt.
That should almost a 3 count. I am not sure how he was able to kick out of that one.
Can Albert McClure count to 3? I can't believe it.
Now look at Jeremy Blanchard in the corner, being taken to the corner by Buddy Wayne. Nobody there. Todd Rule not there this week. As we mentioned, the groin injury suffered by the Dark Carnival, not being allowed to wrestle by the commission who has checked him. Now Jeremy Blanchard's got him. He's backing him up into the corner. There's another tag to Samito. They are just really toying with him at this point.
Who's just coming down to ringside?
That is a man that I met in the back before tonight's taping.
Looks like the custodian.
That is Bubba Blanchard, the brother of Jeremy Blanchard. He flew in from Memphis to watch this tag team championship, and you could tell real concerned look on his face as Samito continues to add it on to Jeremy Blanchard. Both men now going up top.
This guy thinks he's the White Knight. He's going to leave in a box of pine.
Double headbutt, diving headbutt, but nobody home. Jeremy Blanchard able to sit up. What is Bubba Blanchard doing? Bubba Blanchard, he's going up to ringside. He says, I'm going to be my brother's keeper. And down goes Buddy Wayne. Bubba Blanchard in from Memphis trying to get into the match. But the referee not letting him in. Up it. Oh, my goodness. A belly-to-back suplex after a super kick by Buddy Wayne. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Ring the bell. It is all over.
The
winners of the match.
Tag team
and once again, Pacific Northwest Tag Team champions, the OWO, Buddy Wayne and Samito. Ladies' choice.
I can't believe it. You know what? When Bubba Blanchard was born, the doctor slapped his mother.
Unbelievable. The OWO.
He did. Buddy Wayne drew this house, Frank. You know it.
And in the ring, you can see Bubba Blanchard attending to Jeremy Blanchard, who gave a yeoman's effort in the ring.
A yeoman's effort.
You can see him and Bubba Blanchard in the ring. Bubba tried to come, not a legal man. The referee did exactly what he needed to, kept him out of the ring. But Bubba Blanchard tried to help his brother out, Jeremy, but to no avail. 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, and new Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, the OWO.
And with that, Bubba Blanchard is introduced into the mix. It was a great emotional way to introduce fans to who Bubba was and their connection with Jeremy. And now it's time for them to actually team up. So we're going to go to their very first tag team matchup here in Portland Wrestling, and it's going to be the Blanchards taking on the Knights of XXXtacy. Only this time, instead of Skag Rollins, it's Maple Leaf Murphy and Ladies' Choice. I hope you got a chance to tune in and watch the Maple Leaf Murphy, the Mike Willis tribute show that we just did. If not, please look it up on YouTube on the Portland Wrestling 2000s channel and give it a look. It's a terrific tribute to a fine young man. So let's go to that matchup.
81 3/4 pounds from the Knights of XXXtacy, Ladies' Choice and Maple Leaf Murphy. Their opponents at a combined weight of 480 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, Bubba and Jeremy Blanchard.
Fans, there you see the Blanchards coming to ringside. Jeremy and his brother Bubba coming to ringside. Their first time teaming here in Portland Wrestling, taking on the Knights of XXXtacy. The winner of this match will receive on the May 28th taping a shot against the Old World Order, Samito and Buddy Wayne, the current Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions. Grappler.
Let me ask you something. What are the crowns for on these shirts? That means like they're like the king of Memphis or
Prince
something?
of Memphis, absolutely. We know who the king of Memphis is.
Jerry Lawler, the king of Memphis. They're trying to imitate the king, right? But you know something? When I was in Memphis, Tennessee, they called it Mid-South Wrestling, the Mid-South Coliseum. I ruled the Mid-South Coliseum. I beat Jerry Lawler. I beat every star they brought through there. I beat Jimmy Hart up even, okay? I beat every star they brought through, Macho Man Randy Savage, and I ruled. These Blanchards think they're going to go along and get some tag belts, get their chance to win some tag belts. Well, I'll promise you one thing. I don't care who has the tag belts. Team Hell's out to win them, whether it's the Blanchards or it's LC and Murphy, OWO, whoever has the belts, we're coming after them.
I will give you that, Grappler, since you have returned with Team Hell that you promised. Nobody is safe, whether it's Aaron Idle and Scotty Mack, the Blanchards, the Knights of XXXtacy, the AOD, the OWO.
Dark Carnival, you name it. It doesn't matter. We're after them all.
The Z100 Morning Crew.
What a tag team they were, huh? They lasted about 10 seconds in that squared circle out there that belongs to Team Hell.
And what was the purpose of that again, Grappler?
The purpose of that is this right here, Frank Culberson. I paid my dues. I earned my right to be inside that wrestling ring on Portland Wrestling. I got a broken neck. I got cauliflower. I had teeth knocked out. I've had concussions one after the other. I've had busted up knees. I've had it all, okay? I paid my dues to be a professional wrestler. If them geeks are like the rest of these morons that watch wrestling, if they think they can just come out here and step in that ring and be somebody in my world, they made a big mistake. You see what happens to them.
Right now, Maple Leaf Murphy hooks up with Bubba Blanchard, who felt the pain, the power, and the devastation of Exile.
You know,
last
there's
time
always
they
a
met.
guy from down south, they call him Bubba. You ever notice that?
Exile, 6'6", 300 pounds, had his way with Bubba Blanchard. But as
They
a
got
tag
his
team,
sisters.
the Blanchards, tough to beat here on Portland Wrestling. The Knights of XXXtacy, former Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, but that was Skag Rollins and Ladies' Choice, not Maple Leaf Murphy.
So these guys here are battling it out right now to see who gets a shot at the OWO for the tag titles next time on Portland Wrestling. Is that
Next
what you're
TV
saying?
taping May 28th. That's right, fans. As we mentioned, get your adult $3 off discount coupon at Tom Peterson and Gloria's 2, 82nd and Foster Road. You are going to see at that taping Skag Rollins against Dr. Luther for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight title. We saw what happened the last two. Skag Rollins left with a lot of blood on his face.
I'll tell you something. Skag Rollins is part of Team Hell. He might have left with a little bit of blood on his face. He may have had a lot of blood on his face. But you know what? When you wrestle for Team Hell, it don't matter what it takes. If it takes blood, it takes blood. We're going to have that Northwest Heavyweight title. You know I've had it 10 times, okay? 10 times, Frank Culberson. I've had the Northwest title. And I promise you, if Skag Rollins wins it, it'll be like having it my 11th time for Team Hell.
Well, we'll check those numbers out, Grappler. Also, Samito versus Maniac Mapborn, a man you know very well in a North Portland street fight. That will be a brawl. Fans, you're not going to miss that taping. Get here early for the best seats.
North Portland Street Brawl. What is that exactly? Can you name that? Can you tell me what that is?
Anything goes. As you know, these two men, both from North Portland, fought numerous times on the street. They'll talk about the fights that they've had, and these two men bringing everything. No disqualification. Anything goes. Inside the ring, outside the ring, there will be a winner. The North Portland.
Does that mean that they can bring any kind of foreign object or anything they bring from North Portland? They can even bring a car, run over somebody. They can do whatever they want to from North Portland. Well, let me tell you something. I used to wrestle at the Portland Sports Arena in North Portland, and you got to be a tough guy to hang around there. And I was a tough guy because I was a champion when I hung around there for years. And I know Matt Bourne's a tough guy. Samito, maybe you were raised in North Portland, but they tell me the king of North Portland is Maniac Matt Bourne. You know what? Just like I said before, that's the one match that I'm going to buy a ringside ticket to watch.
Also, fans, I'm hearing right now the board of directors is working right now with Aaron Idle and Caden Matthews to get no time limit match between those two. As we saw him go to a time limit draw tonight, we'll try to get some more information on that. We need to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more of this action right after this. He catches a beautiful move. There's a 1-2, almost a 3 count.
I have to admit one thing, Frank. These Blanchard boys work good together. They are a great tag team. You can tell that. They've been in the ring before together. You can tell they gel well together out here in the ring.
Now, you can see Jeremy holding on. A move like the Knights of Ecstasy would do. Bubba Blanchard, great move. Cut him off from making the tag. Arm dragged him back in. The Blanchards have tagged together for a number of years. They call themselves the Bubba Blanchard and Jeremy Blanchard, the brothers that rule Memphis. And right now, they're ruling the Knights of Ecstasy.
Well, you know what? This is not Memphis. This is Pacific Northwest. And this is Portland wrestling. They might have ruled Memphis, some of them hillbillies down there. But I promise you one thing, brother. When they go for the guys in Portland wrestling, they better be prepared and be at their best.
Well, you can see Bubba Blanchard and Jeremy Blanchard. There's a pin, there's one, there's two, almost a 3 count. Referee Albert McClure in to make the count. Maple Leaf, kicked out just at the count of 2. And now Jeremy Blanchard with the head scissors takeover again. Beautiful move by Jeremy Blanchard, taking the bigger man down to the mat.
I got a question for you, Frank Culberson. You see these Bubba Blanchard and Jeremy Blanchard, LC and Murphy. These guys are both great tag teams, I have to admit that. But what chance in the world do you think they would have to wrestle Team Hell? You know Team Hell would take them to hell, brother.
I give both of these teams a good shot. I will give Team Hell that they are very vicious. Maple Leaf comes off the top of nobody home. In comes Bubba Blanchard. But look how the Blanchards are tagging in and out, keeping the fresh man in. There's a clothesline, puts LC down. Clothesline puts Maple Leaf down, and another one.
Taking it to him.
He's a house on fire here in Portland Wrestling, the tag team debut of the Blanchard brothers. Now he's firing away with rights. This is why I give them a chance.
I don't understand why either one of these teams got a right to go for the tag titles when everybody knows that Team Hell should have the right. We should automatically get the chance to wrestle for the tag titles. I can't believe this match is even happening.
Maple, what is LC? LC is going outside the ring.
What's he got?
He's got a cane. He's got a cane. He's going up top. It's solid gold on the top.
He should be there right now.
Down goes Maple Leaf. And now Jeremy Blanchard in the ring. All 4 men. Bubba Blanchard drops the elbow. There's a pin. Where's 1, 2? Oh my goodness, it is all over.
You know what? These guys, I don't think they're good enough to get a shot for the tag titles. Matter of fact, I got something coming for them. You know what? I don't appreciate that. These guys getting a shot above Team Hell, and look what I'm going to do about it.
Oh, no. The Blanchards are being attacked by Team Hell. The Knights of Ecstasy got down to defeat at the next TV taping. It will be the Blanchards against the OWO, Samito and Buddy Wayne for the titles. But right now, taking a tremendous beating. Look at Exile laying the boots in and Damon Scythe, the grappler. Say, here comes the AOD. Here comes the AOD with their hammers. Exile takes a blow from Dr. Luther and another one. Black Dragon hits Skag Rollins. Now Luther and Skag Rollins in the corner just applying. They have got him up. Oh, hard blow across the back. Skag Rollins rolling out. It is the Blanchards and the AOD in the ring. Grappler has got Skag Rollins, Damon Scythe, and Exile out here. The 4 men in the ring against the 4 men outside. And I can see coming to the ring outside the corner of my eye, I can see the OWO making their way to the ring, the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, and Ed Moondog Moretti. Fans, I'm not sure if we can get a camera on them coming out from the locker room. They will be facing the Blanchards. Dr. Luther laying the laying the metal in to the grappler. There it is. There's Samito and Buddy Wayne, the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions. Next TV taping, May 28th, they will face the Blanchards. But Dr. Luther in the ring right now. Fans will be back right after this timeout.
And with that, the Blanchards are on their way to Tag Team Gold here in Portland Wrestling. And they would win gold. And it was time for them to defend the titles. And they would be defending them against the Dark Carnival of Buzz Anderson and Sideshow. Now, they had been on a losing streak until they brought in the little nasty boy. Here we called him the Ringmaster, and he would take them to new heights. So we're going to go to that. First, let's get an interview with the Blanchards. Now, one of the strengths of the Blanchards is their ability to do interviews. Not everybody can do great interviews, but these two play off of each other so well, have different volumes and different cadences, and it's always a pleasure to listen to the Blanchards. So let's just do that.
Fans, I'm here with the tag team champions, Bubba and Jeremy Blanchard. Right at the open, I've got to tell you gentlemen, we have gotten a lot of cards and letters from Memphis area. Those people are very, very proud of you back east.
Yes, they are proud of us back east, and, you know, we've worked hard. And but the thing I'm proud about is all the fan letters that we've been getting in the Northwest. Very proud of that. A lot of great tag teams are here in the Northwest. Yes, it's been a hard road. And as I told my brother when he first came here, it wasn't going to be easy. All right? The thing is we got a tough match tonight. And now we got to watch our back because they've brought in Little Lord Fauntleroy. I don't know his name. I've just seen him. All right? So we got to be on our best tonight. It's not going to be easy, but we are champions.
Yes, you are. And that person you're referring to is the ringmaster, their manager, who is now licensed to be at ringside. Bubba?
The Dark Carnival, they didn't need a great manager to come in here. They're a great team on their own, kind of like all the teams right here in Portland Wrestling. The best tag teams in wrestling today are right here in Portland Wrestling. The greatest tag team in wrestling today just happens to be standing right in front of that camera, right in front of that television set that you're looking through right now. Jeremy Blanchard, Bubba Blanchard, best tag team in the Northwest, quite possibly ever. We're proud of the cards and letters coming in from all over the country, not just Memphis, but we're really proud of these Northwest fans who have got on our backs and said, don't worry about it. When the going gets tough, when you're feeling down and you feel like you don't have any more to give, we're there for you. We're going to be there for you to support you. And they've been there for us. And look what we did for you. We brought on the gold. Brought on the gold for Portland Wrestling, for the Blanchard brothers. We happen to be the best tag team in the world, and I dare anyone to doubt that.
Fans, we're going to take a commercial timeout, and we will be back with that tag title match, the Blanchards versus the Dark Carnival.
Match is for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team titles, being led to the ring by the Ringmaster at a combined weight of 440 pounds, the Dark Carnival, Buzz Anderson, and Sideshow. Their opponents and current Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions at a combined weight of 495 pounds, Jeremy and Bubba Blanchard.
Fans, there they are, your current Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions. Your opening match tonight. It is an extravaganza night, Derek, from Z100, the Buckhead Show. Tag Team Championship. Ladies' Choice versus Matt Bourne. You've got the Bounty match.
I can't wait for that coming up.
You can't wait. Very involved in that, putting up $5,000 of your own money. People think it's Z100, but you have really reached in and pulled out $5,000 for each member of Team Hell.
If it was up to Z100, I wouldn't be here at Portland Wrestling. I'm here on my own with my own money, and I can't wait till the Portland Wrestling fans get to see Big Ugly in action.
That's coming up later, fans. We thought last week was brutal with Skag Rollins and Dr. Luther pulling out all the stops, the kendo sticks, the stop signs, the garbage cans. That match tonight is going to not be for the faint of heart. We say call your grandmas and grandpas, your moms and dads, your sons and daughters, but you might want to make sure that their heart's in good condition.
Actually, I was talking to Big Ugly in the back, and we're trying to rip out the kitchen sink from the actual bathrooms in the back to use in that match.
Fans, this matchup for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship. It is the Dark Carnival with the Ringmaster, now licensed. He has gotten medical clearance to be at ringside. and Jeremy and Bubba have got to be on their game tonight.
Well, you know, the Dark Carnival with a manager as nasty and as little as the ringmaster is, you know, it might give the team a little more cojones, if you know what I mean.
Well, we see Buzz Anderson dressed appropriately tonight, along with Sideshow. We know the Blanchards have 30 days to defend the titles, but being the outstanding sportsmen they are, the fighting champions, and responding to the fans of the Pacific Northwest, they put their title on the line tonight against the Dark Carnival. My question is, how did the ringmaster get him a title shot so quick?
I have no clue. I don't know who he's bribing on the commission, but they've got the title match, and now they got to do the best that they can and try to take those titles. I mean, it was good luck for him for a Sideshow last week, so we'll see what happens this week.
Fans, this Sideshow, look at the tattoo on the side of his head that he got when he out-carnied Bill the Anchor Sawyer. We understand Bill Sawyer making some life changes. We're going to be hearing more from Bill Sawyer in the near future. But he was really, really upset at what happened with Sideshow and the tattoo.
Well, that's definitely not a battleship on the side of his face. Not many people can pull off having a tattoo up their neck and on the side of their face, but Sideshow is a unique individual.
Well, he gets in the dark part of the tent in the Dark Carnival. I guess you can't see him. There they back into the ring. The Blanchards really ecstatic to be Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champions. They came here with a purpose to win Tag Team Gold, and they have succeeded.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I would rank them up there with like the Andersons. They're one of those great brother teams.
Absolutely. And you talk to them, and the people in Memphis very, very proud of what they have accomplished here in Portland Wrestling. A great wrestling history in Memphis, and the Blanchards just coming to Portland, wanted to make a name for themselves, had to really step up, and they've done it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, even though Jeremy and Todd were the champions, they lost the title because Todd was injured. For Bubba to step in and, you know, in a matter of within a month to win those tag team titles just means so much.
Absolutely. Fans, this matchup being brought to you by Cars to Go out on 82nd and Burnside. You need a car, get out and see John. Ask for the Portland Wrestling Special at Cars to Go. The ringmaster saying that's the brains. That is the brains. He is one genius. You talk to him, he can tell you all the wrestling history. He knows all the moves, and he has managed champions wherever he has gone.
It's hard to believe that you can fit such a big brain in such a small body, but ringmaster managed to pull it off.
Well, Sideshow and Buzz Anderson have come into this match with a lot of confidence because of the ringmaster. And you can see he's just, Buzz Anderson just choking away. Sideshow bringing in Jeremy Blanchard. Great move, distracting the referee, now double teaming in the corner.
That's tag team wrestling. You can tell the ringmaster's been working with these guys and teaching them how to distract the referee, how to pull off the double team moves, and how to win matches.
Speaking of winning matches, that's what Dr. Luther did. And next week here on Portland Wrestling Fans, you will see Dr. Luther with a 5-minute strap match against the Grappler. That is something the fans want to see.
I can't wait. And Luther actually said that he might be able to pull me out from the locker room to help strap Grappler next week. So I'm hoping.
Well, you do have a bounty on Team Hell, and Big Ugly trying to collect tonight, and maybe Luther will collect next week.
You know, Damon talks about being, well, he doesn't really talk. Grappler talks for Damon about how hardcore he is, how, you know, how big and bad he is in that ring. He has never seen if someone is so hardcore as Big Ugly.
Well, I will tell you, Damon Scythe is one evil individual. And you talk about things that he has done inside and outside the ring. Very, very scary. I'm surprised the police haven't caught up with Damon yet, because he is a brutal individual, leaves people laying wherever he goes. The ringmaster says he's going to manage this championship and leave the Blanchards laying in the ring.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd say the Dark Carnival has the best chance that they've ever had of winning these tag team titles. You talk about Damon being so ugly, or so evil and ugly, but, you know, someone so evil, that's why I put the bounty out, because the root of all evil is money, and money will make people do some crazy things, and I think crazy enough to take Team Hell out of Portland Wrestling.
Well, Big Ugly coming in with quite a reputation as a violent individual. We look up for that. But right now, Sideshow and Buzz Anderson really working well as a cohesive team, something we haven't seen in the past. Now choking away, they had the count of 5, broke it right at 4.5, and there's Buzz Anderson, the beast, never seen the light of day. Look at the white on his back.
Oh, I definitely never seen a razor either.
Absolutely not. Now, Bubba Blanchard been in the ring an awful long time. to be tag team champions, to win it is one thing, as Grappler says, to keep it is another.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to have to come up with a little better plan than what's going on right now to beat the Dark Carnival tonight.
Well, they won the title 2 weeks ago, and this is their first defense, so we'll see how they do.
Sideshow now trying to come in. Referee Mark Watson pulling him back. There was the tag, and in comes Jeremy Blanchard, but the referee didn't see it.
Didn't see it, but that's exactly what the ringmaster wants to happen. They want the referee distracted. They want the double team moves, and they want the tag team titles.
Absolutely. Now there's a whip in the ropes. Big elbow. Oh my goodness. Bubba Blanchard took a tremendous shot from Sideshow.
See, but Sideshow walking around, flaunting, taunting the crowd, that's not going to win them a title. They can't let up on these guys.
Absolutely not. Fans also tonight. Ladies' Choice versus Maniac Matt Bourne. We mentioned it's an extravaganza. Any of these matches is a main event in Portland wrestling, anywhere in the world. That's the saying people use, but it is absolutely true tonight.
Oh, Maniac is a legend, and LC has probably the biggest mouth in Portland wrestling, and I think Matt Bourne's going to shut it tonight.
The ringmaster out here claiming that the referee is cheating, not looking to see what's going on. Bubba in with the hard clothesline splash. Down goes Sideshow. Down goes Bubba Blanchard. Both men down. This is a brutal affair. Fans, next TV taping, July 23rd. Get your $3 off discount coupons at Tom Peterson and Glorious too. There's the tag. In comes Jeremy Blanchard. He hits Buzz Anderson with a hard shot. Down goes Sideshow. That's what the tag team of Bubba Blanchard and Jeremy Blanchard needed.
Oh, Jeremy's explosive in that ring. But if you look, Bubba's on the outside of the ring, and it doesn't look like he can continue with this match. And that's not a good sign for the Blanchards.
Absolutely not. Jeremy whips Buzz into the corner. Off he comes. Big back body drop. Really gets some heights off of it. Down goes Buzz Anderson. There's the pin. That should do it. There's 1, 2. Almost 2 7/8. Buzz just barely kicked out.
Oh, Buzz is definitely showing some cojones out there. I think the ringmaster has something to do with that.
Well, I'm glad he's not showing them tonight, fans. And fans, coming up later on, we will have an interview with Team Hell. We will have the Bounty match and the Knights of XXXtacy. All that and more here on Portland Wrestling. A pile driver on Buzz Anderson.
Oh, it's over now.
That should do it. You can see from here, Buzz's eyes are closed. There's the pin. He hooks leg 1, 2. Sideshow in, breaks up the pin attempt.
Oh, what's the ringmaster doing? He's climbing up there. I didn't even think he could actually get in the ring at his size.
Sideshow now. In comes Bubba Blanchard. Bubba being distracted. Oh, there's the thumb. There is the medical thumb that the ringmaster has. Jeremy Blanchard is down. Sideshow going up on top. There it is, the Freakon bomb. That hit him. The ringmaster shouldn't do this. There's 1, 2, 3. All over. No.
Dark Carnival's the new tag team champions. Someone needs to check that thumb. I don't think his thumb's injured. I think he's got a piece of metal wrapped up in that thumb.
Did you see how quickly Jeremy Blanchard went down? I've seen him take shots before, but nothing like that. The Freakton bomb finishes it off. The ringmaster doing what he said, taking him to the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship.
The referee should check that thumb. I swear there's at least a file or some kind of piece of metal, maybe even a knife stuck in that taped up thumb.
Unbelievable. Fans, we want to thank M&R Horticulture for the great sponsorship on Portland Wrestling. But right now, the Dark Carnival, your new Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship, who would have ever thought that with the losing streak they had been on? The ringmaster obviously made the difference.
Unbelievable. The Blanchards' first title defense, and they've lost the tag team titles.
A tough loss for the Blanchards against the Dark Carnival. But one of the things we did in Portland Wrestling and Booking was we kept the heels on top, whether it was in singles or in tags, and we let the baby faces chase and chase and chase till they win, then maybe lose, and then chase again, and get that emotional attachment from the fans. And the Blanchards definitely had that going for them. So we're going to show you the rematch between the Blanchards and the Dark Carnival. And then another interview, which is terrific, with Dr. Luther thrown in with the Blanchards. Absolutely gold. But let me tell you, I've been watching Portland Wrestling since actually 1965 when I started. And I've seen a lot of great tag teams. I've seen great babyface tag teams and great heel tag teams. And being able to work that is completely different styles. Now, next week, we're going to go and show you some of the classic Cartel versus Blanchard matchups. They're terrific matches. Cartel, excellent heels, some of the very best Portland Wrestling ever had. And the Blanchards, some of the very best babyface tag teams ever in the history of Portland Wrestling. And I'll go back in the Don Owen era. You see, and if you watch AEW and FTR, which are a great babyface tag team, the Blanchards actually, you can see the influence of great tag teams, of the babyface tag teams of the past in the way the Blanchards work. They're right up there with the great tag teams of today, working a true old school babyface tag team. I know for some people that's going to be heresy, but I believe the Blanchards a great babyface tag team in Portland wrestling and wrestling in general. But let's go to that interview and then the following matchup: Dark Carnival versus the Blanchards.
W14 brought to you by the great folks Tom Peterson and Glorious 282nd on Foster Road. Tonight, main events up and down the card. We have Maple Leaf Murphy returning from a serious neck injury against Caden Matthews. And for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship, you guys have a rematch against the Dark Carnival.
Dark Carnival, I'm going to borrow Dr. Luther's mallet. I'm going to walk out to that ring, stick your head on a stump, and mash your matter, and do a favor to all these fans, and bring the gold back where they really want it, with the Blanchards. You got the best singles wrestler in Jeremy Blanchard, and you got one of the baddest boys on the block in Bubba Blanchard. Tell them about it, Frank.
You both have worn tag team gold before, Jeremy.
That's correct. And there's not a chance in Team Hell that they're going to beat us 3 times in a row. The belts are going back rightfully where they belong, with the champions, the born champions, the Blanchards.
And the Blanchards are going to get their reward tonight, too! Because I decipher what he said, and that's they're going to win the belts.
This next match is for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers at a combined weight of 475 pounds, Bubba and Jeremy Blanchard. Their opponents and current Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions being accompanied to ringside by the ringmaster at a combined weight of 455 pounds from the Dark Carnival, Sideshow and Buzz Anderson.
Wrestling fans, this is going to be a terrific matchup. Usually this would be your main event, but tonight, with the strap match coming up between Grappler and Dr. Luther, this is the second match on the card. Double main event tonight. The Tag Team Championships is on the line. As you can see, I am joined by Ed Moondog Moretti, not wearing an OWO shirt tonight, Ed.
No, Frank Culbertson, because the OWO is hereby boycotting Portland Wrestling.
Boycotting?
We are boycotting Portland Wrestling due to the decision of the board of directors have made, especially against Samito. I think they had something to do with Samito getting incarcerated. I think Buddy Wayne has gone to wrestle in greener pastures for right now, and Moondog Moretti's here to watch out for the best interests of the OWO. So hereby now, we are boycotting Portland Wrestling. You will not see us wrestling in a Portland Wrestling ring.
I am pretty sure the board of directors had absolutely nothing to do with beating up that man outside the bar that Samito did.
Samito
is in
just
Pierce County
a
Jail.
misunderstood person. He loves peace. He's a man of peace. He's a Samoan chief.
Well, we'll see about that, fans. Stay tuned for Portland Wrestling. The board of directors has been asked to post bond and to vouch for his character and for when he comes down to Portland to wrestle, that we will vouch for where he is at all times, and the board of directors not willing to take that on at this time.
Well, then you will not see the OWO in a Portland Wrestling ring, and that's for sure, and that's going to last until it lasts, and we're not going to back down. The board of directors better come up with the scratch or we're gone. We're just going to stay out of Portland Wrestling, and I'll sit here and commentate with you, Frank Culbertson.
That's something to look forward to. Fans, this matchup being brought to you by Captain Jack's for your tattoo or body piercing needs. I am joined outside by the ringmaster who's got both championship belts. He never seems to let Buzz and Sideshow even touch these things. He carries them around.
Well, that guy with the championship belts, the ringmaster, knows he's got stolen property on his shoulders. The Blanchards stole them from the OWO. Then the Dark Carnival stole them from the Blanchards. So till that is all resolved, the OWO sits outside the ring as spectators. And you watch the ratings drop off to nothing.
The fans clearly behind the Blanchards, Jeremy and Bubba Blanchard, the Princess of Memphis, who have come in from Memphis with great history in Memphis of pro wrestling, trying to make a name for themselves here in Portland, have done a great job with it.
This is the Pacific Northwest. It doesn't matter what went on, what they did in Memphis. or what they did over in anywhere else. They are here in the Pacific Northwest, and right now they got to worry about the Dark Carnival.
Well, the Dark Carnival, Sideshow and Buzz Anderson didn't have much success at all until the ringmaster was able to get licensed. I still see his thumb there heavily taped. I know the board of directors has looked at it. Their doctors have looked at it and given him medical clearance. But this is one odd couple out
Well, I can just give you a little hint here, Frank Culbertson. You remember not too many years ago when the Portland wrestling fans were witness to Rip the Crippler Oliver's, and he had that kind of a thumb that just kind of never quite healed.
That's right.
Well, I think maybe this is the case with the ringmaster, but I'm not sure. Well, time will tell.
Well, in the ring right now, telling time is Jeremy Blanchard. The Sideshow with a good reverse into a side headlock. Sideshow is just really a real brawler, but obviously does know how to wrestle.
Well, obviously he does. He's one half of the tag team champions, and you don't get there from not knowing what you're doing.
Now there's a good move keeping the fresh man in as Jeremy Blanchard tags out to Bubba Blanchard. Good tag team action, double teaming off the corner.
Well, they're brothers and they know each other well. They're kind of like the... Well, there's the ringmaster saying it was a double team and
that there's no travesty of justice. I'm not sure what that means there.
Okay.
Fans, this is a great matchup, and don't forget, coming up tonight is still the Dr. Luther versus the Grappler in a strap match. Ed Murray, that's going to be a great match.
I'm glad I'm at least here to see that tonight, because I don't care if those two guys kill each other. I don't like Dr. Luther, and I like the Grappler even less.
In the ring right now, referee Mark Watson for this big tag team championship match. There's the tag, and in comes Buzz the Beast Anderson. He is one that you can never tell what's going to happen. Oh, my goodness. A low blow right to Jeremy Blanchard right away.
Well, that's how Buzz is. He's you can't predict this guy. He's unpredictable. He's wild in there, and he's been obviously successful, or he wouldn't be at one half of the tag team champions.
Dropping rights and lefts and now elbows. Buzz Anderson now hard charging in, catches a boot, too. Bubba Blanchard said he's had enough of the hairy beast.
Well, speaking of the hairy beast, maybe tonight we'll get another shot of Buzzy's Fuzzies tonight for Portland Wrestling to enjoy.
It doesn't look like there will be. Oh, beautiful move, double team move.
That was a beautiful move by the Blanchards.
Drop takedown with the elbow, and now Sideshow in to break up the pin attempt.
The Blanchards are well schooled in tag team wrestling. You got to say that, and you can tell by how successful they are.
Sideshow and the ringmaster conferring out at ringside. Now Buzz Anderson just choking away on Jeremy Blanchard. The Blanchards, I said, has had great tag team success, not only here, but in Memphis. Bubba comes in after Todd Rule's injury, not able to defend the belt, teams with his brother, goes right to the top.
Yeah, he went right to the top. But speaking of tag teams, Frank Culbertson, how about the cartel that has now appeared in Portland Wrestling?
That is amazing. Big Ugly and Vinny Macero coming up from California. We've heard about this team before, Ed. They are brutal. They're not about wins and losses. They're about breaking bones and leaving bodies laying.
And I'm very familiar with Vinny Macero. I know Vinny for many years, and that guy will stop at nothing to get a victory. He's well schooled. He's a 12-year veteran. He started in All-Pro Wrestling in California. Now he wrestles for Pro Wrestling Iron, and he's been all over the world and very successful. And Big Ugly is the perfect partner for him. These guys are unstoppable.
Unbelievable, fans. And the interview we just had, the videotape from Scotty Mack with quite an attitude change. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but fans will be hearing more from Scotty.
I'll tell you what's going on with him. He's smartened up, and he's boycotting Proton Wrestling just like the OW.
Beautiful double dropkick by the Blanchards. Now in control. We could see the titles changing hands here. Sideshow in a lot of trouble. Ringmaster very upset at ringside.
They could change at any moment, Frank Colbert. Both teams are very evenly matched here.
Big shoulder tackle by Bubba puts Sideshow down. Good action, keeping them in the quarter of the ring, cutting it off. This is great tag team action that you don't just get in the ring and be a great tag team. It takes a while.
That is correct, and they know each other very well. They think like one, and that's a sign of a great tag team.
Absolutely, fans. This matchup being brought to you, as we mentioned, by Captain Jack's for all your body piercing tattoo needs. Get out and see Captain Jack's. They'll take great care of you. Now, referee Mark Watson, all four men are in the ring. Sideshow whips off, but he is caught. by Bubba Blanchard. Rolls him up. There it is. There's
Frank,
a pin.
the ringmaster's getting in the ring right now. He hit
Oh,
him with a thumb.
There's
he
that.
used a taped thumb, Frank Culbertson,
What
right
is
in front of us.
This cannot be allowed. The referee completely being distracted now. Sideshow. Look at Bubba Blanchard.
Ringmaster's on the top rope right now. The ringmaster is on the top rope. He's setting him up for something here. Sideshow's got him.
He's got him up. He goes flying. Oh my goodness! Like shooting the man out of the cannon at the carnival. He's got 1, 2. Oh my goodness!
There you go, Frank Culbertson. That's why they're the tag team champions.
Keeping the titles, the Dark Carnival. The referee, Mark Watkins, distracted, not able to see what happened at all, Ed Moretti.
No, they did it behind the referee's back. They were thinking champions, and the ringmaster has brought them lots of success. He interjected himself in this match, but he got his team the win. And you have to admire that.
And look, he has got that strap. He wants the belts. He doesn't want them to touch him at all. He's carrying them off. And now, look at Sideshow.
Control, Frank Culbertson.
The Blanchards had things
called control.
The Blanchards had things going their way. Didn't quite end up on the right end for him. Fans, we need to go to a quick timeout. We'll come back. We're going to get a word with the Dark Carnival in the back dressing room. I understand Ken Stillwell is headed that way right now. Then we'll be back with our strap match right after this time.
And we're boycotting Portland Wrestling, the OWO. End of story.
The Blanchards continue the chase. On and on it goes. And now we're going to show them against Team Hell, Jason Sullivan and Damon Scythe. Now, Jason Sullivan, one of the bigger men in Portland wrestling, trained by Playboy Buddy Rose and Ed Wiskowski, a tremendous worker in Portland wrestling. And there's going to be a little bit of tension going on. It's a great matchup. One of my favorite commentators of all time, Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live every Saturday, joins me on commentary. Let's go to that matchup right now.
This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first at a combined weight of 545 pounds from Team Hell, Damon Scythe and Jason Sullivan. Their opponents at a combined weight of 495 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, Bubba and Jeremy Blanchard.
This is it. This is your main event of the evening. It is the Bubba and Jeremy show. The Blanchards taking on Team Hell, a team with tremendous dissension. Jason Sullivan very, very focused with, the Blanchards just attacking right away. They have a lot on their minds, and it is Team Hell. I am joined by Jim Valley once again. Jim, tremendous matchup right here tonight.
There is so much on the line in this matchup. Again, somebody wants a shot at those belts, and time is ticking on the Blanchards. No doubt about it. That suspension, that 90 days is coming due here real soon.
Absolutely. And you can see they're not only focused on winning the titles again, they're focused, oh my goodness,
Watch
Jeremy
out!
up over top. Beautiful move. A man the size of Jeremy Blanchard being catapulted over the top.
Wow, he put the air in Jeremy.
Damon and Sullivan down right outside our announcing booth. You can see slow to get up. Damon has really taken a head beating right there.
And can you blame him? I don't know that anybody saw that coming. I don't know if I've ever seen that move out of the Blanchards ever before.
Now, usually you see a Chupacabra or Thornstone or Dante used to be able to fly like that, but the Blanchards obviously have added a piece to their arsenal tonight.
Well, and, regardless of the dissension going on with Team Hell, they are very, very formidable. Jason Sullivan, he's been on a tear. You can never count out Damon Scythe, and look at that. Nice double team neck breaker there by the Blanchards, and this thing could be over early.
You can see there he hooks a leg, a good move by Jeremy Blanchard, but Damon Scythe able to kick out. This match has been brewing for weeks and weeks, ever since they left. Jeremy with a severely injured neck, almost put him out of pro wrestling, and Bubba Blanchard bloody in the ring.
A lot of people didn't think Jeremy was going to come back. Matter of fact, it was just a couple of weeks ago, Jeremy picked up this headset that I'm wearing right now and said, this is it, I'm done, I've had enough.
Absolutely, and he was very serious at the time. He suffered a serious neck injury. He has just been cleared, in fact, in the last week to wrestle here on Portland Wrestling. Right now, Bubba doing the yeoman's work in the ring, and now he's just raking across the eyes of Jason Sullivan. He wants payback in the worst way, Jim.
These guys are fired up. You're not going to find two more intense competitors than the Blanchards here in Portland Wrestling.
Beautiful drop down toe hold and a leg drop by Jeremy Blanchard, working great as a tag team. what we have just witnessed tonight, we have seen Paul Isadora make his Portland Wrestling debut with the AOD and Chupacabra and Rick Luxury. Jim, that match was off the charts.
I'll tell you what, these guys can fly around like anybody's business. Wow, I felt that one. But the point is, you can see so many different styles here in Portland Wrestling. From the big bruisers like the Blanchards and Jason Sullivan to guys who can fly around the ring with the best of them like El Hijo de Chupacabra.
Or giants like Paul Isadora, crazy men like Sideshow. It's all on Portland Wrestling. Get out to the next TV taping May 13th, Cleveland National Guard Army, Mother's Day weekend. Come out Saturday night. Go fix her a great breakfast on Sunday. She'll thank you for giving her great entertainment and cooking her some food. Jim, I know you will be here as well.
Absolutely. You know, there's fans here tonight who are celebrating their birthday. It's a great way to come on out and have a fantastic time. No matter if it's a holiday or not, it's always a great time, always a lot of fun with Portland Wrestling.
Now, good tag team work. They're throwing them in. Oh, my goodness, big shoulder tackle by Damon Scythe with extra momentum. Fans, you can always go to PortlandWrestlingTV.com. That's PortlandWrestlingTV.com for all the latest information. Portland Wrestling, great wrestling action. Comcast, CNW 14.
So Damon Scythe, very, very, very methodical with those chops to the throat there, those double thrusts to the throat on Jeremy Blanchard. This match, much smarter pace now by Damon Scythe. The Blanchards came out explosive, really took it to Team Hell, and now Damon Scythe very wise to try to slow things down.
Well, I think the Blanchards came out maybe a little bit emotionally over top, running on adrenaline. They had so much rage in their eyes that they were a little out of control. Really took it to the Sullivan and Damon, but that has little subsided, and now the game plan of Team Hell is coming into play.
And those educated feet of Damon Scythe, he can hit any part of your body at any moment. We've seen it. Oh, those big feet to the back. That just makes me want to cringe. Still not enough to get a tag into Bubba. Jeremy now getting double teamed by Jason Sullivan and Damon Scythe. I don't know why the referee's not doing a better job of breaking this thing up, but I don't know that I'd want to get in between those two guys.
Well, now they're going for a double team. Whip him into the roll-up. Off he comes. Big double elbow and a club from Jason Sullivan. Next week here on Portland Wrestling, it's the Lumberjack match. The AOD versus the Cartel for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team match. Lumberjacks around the ring. The winner of this match will get a title shot next TV taping.
And that is so huge for everybody.
Absolutely. Jason Sullivan now. We'll be talking more about that tag team matchup next weekend, what the implications of this match right after this timeout. Fans, while we were gone, Jason Sullivan is really taking it to Jeremy Blanchard. Now he has choking him across the ropes. Bubba in, and now look at the double team, Jim.
You know, there's only so much you can take when your brother is taking this kind of a beating, but you know it's really counterproductive. He really should stay out of the ring and let the ref do his job.
Well, referee Albert McClure in the ring. He's not sure who tagged who or who didn't tag who, but Damon Scythe will take great advantage. Jim, we were talking about the implications of this matchup. Not only revenge, but a title shot.
That's right, the number one contender. It's been, coming up on 90 days that the Blanchards have not seen sight of the belts. Team Hell, Jason Sullivan very frustrated that the grappler's just gone. He wants things to go his way, and they want those belts. It's so important to both teams.
Absolutely. Gold comes prestige, comes more money. But you saw the referee not seeing the tag. Bubba did make a legal tag. Jeremy now being put back in the ring by referee Albert McClure, and he's paying a price.
Maybe things are finally going the way for Team Hell here. Maybe Jason Sullivan and Damon Scythe were able to get on the same page. At least they are right now.
Sullivan picks him up. Big sidewalk slam. Jeremy down 1, 2. That could do it. Almost a 3 count.
Surprised the ring didn't break on that one.
Team Hell really working well as a unit tonight, Jim.
There has been some dissension in the ranks. A couple of weeks ago when Jason Sullivan won, he grabbed the mic and said, "That's how you get the job done, Damon." And maybe some of that sank into Damon Scythe. I don't know.
Good tag work. Oh, beautiful counter by Jeremy Blanchard. Puts him in a head leg scissors. Really giving Jeremy a time to recuperate and keep Damon Scythe down, but he kicks him right square on the chin.
Again, those feet of Damon Scythe, so dangerous and so lethal. Really a very effective weapon by Damon Scythe.
Well, the Blanchards, when they first came to Portland, flying in from Memphis, they came in to make their mark in the tag team division, and they really, really have. But right now, the mark that's being left is by Team Hell on Jeremy.
Yeah, marks all over his body. And now you see they're going back to the arm. They've done a lot of striking, but there they go. They got the hammer lock there on Jeremy Blanchard going back to the arm. I will say that there. I was just going to say it. Why aren't they working on the neck?
Well, there they go. Now you can see not only cranking down on it, Jim, but delivering blows. Damon Scythe now, maybe this is part of their game plan, just to slow him down and then go to work. He's got the big man. He's going up for it, but no, able to back body drop him, Jeremy Blanchard.
And you see Jeremy being so protective of his neck. You see him trying to cover his neck, and
he goes. There's a tag. There comes Bubba Blanchard. Down goes Damon Scythe. Down goes Sullivan. Down goes Damon Scythe. The house on fire. Sullivan down again. Bubba has got things going, rocking and rolling his way, Jim.
These guys really do oftentimes run on emotion and intensity, and there's a perfect example from Bubba Blanchard as he's just, referee in the wrong spot.
Albert McClure took a hard shot, and down he went. Gilbert has been thrown outside. Jason Sullivan has got a steel chair. There's a tag, and in comes Jeremy.
Watch out, Jeremy, because I don't know if Jeremy sees it. He's in a bad spot right now.
Oh, chair right across the back of Jeremy Blanchard. Bubba comes in, catches him. He's got him set up. Oh,
wow, nice agility there.
Hey, that's Damon anyway. He hit Damon on the head on purpose.
He did that on, why would he?
Now he's going to work on the back of Bubba Blanchard. He hit Damon Scythe on purpose.
That was one of the strangest things I've ever seen. I mean, Jason Sullivan is sick. Jason Sullivan is twisted, and Jason Sullivan just spit on his tag team partner.
And he is once again leaving the ring and leaving his partner in the middle of it. Referee Albert McClure now coming to and crawling back into the ring. But Jason has got the steel chair. Jeremy back into the corner. Damon now on his own. Catches a boot to the midsection. Jim, I'm stunned.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd here chanting Jason sucks, and it...
oh, my goodness.
There it was, the Destroyer.
Blues Buster. There he's got him. Albert McClure climbing in. There's one. There's two. Can he get him three? Yes, it is all over.
It has been a long, long road for the Blanchards. So long they've been away from those tag team titles.
Unbelievable action in the ring. The Blanchards, they don't. Jeremy feels like a winner. Bubba holding his shoulder. He took a tremendous chair shot. They now get a shot against the winner of next week's Lumberjack match.
I'll tell you what, whether it's the Cartel or the Army of Darkness against the Blanchards, that is a match that I want to see.
So Jim Valley's going to get his Christmas wish, as it's going to be the Cartel versus the Blanchards on the next edition of Portland Wrestling 2000s. Two tremendous tag team matches we're going to bring to you of the Cartel versus the Blanchards. Plus, as brothers go, there's going to be dissension. And what happens? What's the way to settle a fight between brothers? That's right, a steel cage. That's all next time here on Portland Wrestling 2000s. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a moment of the wrestling action here on Portland Wrestling.